Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 11, and he has autism. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings with a hand-over-hand method, and then I paint the rest. And I was sitting here trying to decide what I was going to paint, and I saw this blue on my desk and I wanted this blue, and so I completely had one thing in mind, and it's not even gonna probably stay that color, but I wanted that blue, and so here we are. And I have been complaining of this for days now, probably weeks, probably months. This board behind here is not level, and then the canvas is not level, and so when I paint with like extra paintings or more like strokes or something, not small little sections, it makes a lot of noise. And so here I am making a lot of noise, and I am probably going to cover almost all of this with my colors here. And I was gonna do, I still haven't told you what I'm doing. It's not flowers. It keeps moving there, maybe if I hold it. I was gonna do another color, as I was gonna do a yellow gold, but I think I'm gonna do the blue that I keep saying I wanted, because I want that blue. And there's a reason that I wanted it. I don't know why, but I can't let myself not do it. So I'm probably gonna, as that dries, I'm probably gonna have to do something a little different with that. But for now, I had set to do gold. Maybe I should still do the gold, a golden thing. I don't know. I'm gonna do the blue. I'm sticking with my theory here. And it's probably, I'm making an angel. That's what I'm making. And the blue, I've got so many other colors on my paintbrush that it's not as bright, which is okay. And it's kind of shaded, but I'm making an angel, I think. I've told this many times. I one day, usually when I'm painting, it goes pretty quickly. I get something in my mind, and it's not, I don't sit and keep it going for a very long time. It's one and done kind of thing. Well, I was painting this just rooster, and I painted for a while a lot of roosters, and just no matter what I did, it was not going the way I had it planned. And I spent hours on this thing. I mean, I kept going and going and going and going. And then all of a sudden, I was done with it. I was completely over trying to make it look like a rooster, and I changed it to this troll. And I flipped it around and I started repainting and I started finger painting and I did all of this stuff. It has been one of my favorite paintings that I've ever done, and it's just because it was completely like about emotions and life and just everything that I couldn't make it work no matter what I tried. And then I finally gave into the emotional part of it, and then it hangs on my wall and I love it and I look at it and it reminds me of life. It reminds me of those moments that you just have to sometimes step back and let life be as it is, life be what it is. And that's hard sometimes, is to kind of sit back and just accept the moments in time, accept what's happening. And I can say for sure that that's very hard for me. And so I get very emotional with angels and stories and things. I lost my brother about 2 years ago now. It's even hard to like say the date and the time and the things and all of that because he's gone. And that's just such an emotional thing for me. And so each of us has a story, each of us has a moment in time that something, is happening, something is part of your journey. And Christmas is right around the corner, and I don't have my brother. I don't have my brother. It's one of those things that it's not over in a day. It's not over in a minute. It's not over because it's now been 2 years. I don't know when it'll be, quote unquote, easier. I don't know that it will be. I don't know. I do know I have to keep walking, and he always would say, just keep putting one foot in front of the other. I'd call him to say I was having a bad day, or I couldn't figure out how to do something, or I needed help with something. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. And he would always just say, put one foot in front of the other. And I didn't always like that answer. But he was right. So, just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. I'd still like to tell him he's wrong about that. Oh. So, it's a little more abstract than I was going to do, but when you're dealing with emotions, you just go with it. Or so they say, right? Oh, I hurt my hand today, my left hand, and if I turn it the wrong way, it does not like it, and it is not happy with me right now. And so just some colors fade more, which again, it doesn't truly matter. And I'm not completely, I don't want to make the head any bigger. I almost hit the light again, but I want this a little more finished like that. Maybe that's what I need. I'm just gonna do that. So it's a little more. Okay. Well, it's completely different than I was going for, but exactly what we needed. So I do L, O, over Owen, and then L and B. So there we go. I think I need a little more of this to kind of fade in there. When it dries, it's gonna, the colors will be a little more muted and change, so it's just a little more of the shading of darkness. Okay. Well, thank you for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles!